Settled by German and Norwegian immigrants, Stevens County, a small county in west-central Minnesota, is slowly becoming home to a new group of Latino residents. Even with a population of just over 5,000, Morris is the centerpiece of Stevens County and has a unique role in welcoming newcomers because of the University of Minnesota-Morris. At the University of Minnesota-Morris, students have created programs that provide them with unique learning experiences and also make it possible for Latino immigrants to be part of the community.
That was the same year we started at Spanish table, and I thought it was important to, do it in a very good way, in a more systematic way. And there were other places in the city, I think through churches, that was happening some instruction. I wanted to be kind of connected and be perhaps the faculty that would, open up the doors in the buildings, because they were teaching in the humanities, and just to be a hand, it took me in. I would say, it wasn't like me taking him, because my fluency with the Spanish, I'm a native speaker, and I just wanted to be a hand and be friendly to the students, the Hispanics that were taking advantage of that possibility, just to be a friendly face, do the announcements at the beginning. Later, we decided that could be also an internship under the community, the Office for the Community Engagement, and I became the faculty supervisor for that internship. So we created, a rubric and the requirements to participate as an intern and be able to earn a credit for the semester.
One of these programs is the English as a Second Language, or ESL program.
So we have a community ESL program at UMM, and it is essentially an opportunity for people whose first language is not English, specifically Spanish-speaking members of our community, to come to UMM and learn English. And we have 5 levels of classes, starting with very beginning, where folks who really don't know very much English at all, to advanced, where they're asking really complicated grammar questions that even as an English professor I sometimes struggle to answer.
UMM students take the critical role in the program as teachers.
I got involved with ESL in 2010 because the program was just getting started and there was a high demand for volunteers for the program. I got involved, I guess through the Spanish department it was, because when the program first started they only wanted Spanish majors, but now it's really opened up to the whole campus community.
The best part of being a teacher is definitely the interaction with the students. Even though there are students, they're really more our peers and our friends, and so it's really fun to talk with all of the people that we're teaching, because we're able to learn a lot, not only about our own language as to why we say things the way we do, but also to learn how that translates into Spanish and how it can help us to interact with people of different cultures.
Sort of finding out how I can interact with people in general in a better way, and like expressing myself very clearly, because I'll say things as an American, like a native speaker, and I'll be like, do you get what I'm saying? And they're like, no, and I'll think about what I just said, and it was definitely, there's a bunch of slang in there, there are words that are really complicated, and if I was learning a different language, I wouldn't understand. So it helps to sort of take a step back and just take the world in a different view and see how, I need to adjust what I'm doing, to communicate with others. So it's been a learning experience. And also have some pretty fun co-teachers, so it's been a good time. Yeah.
Offering ESL classes also has a huge effect on the Latino community and facilitates more involvement in the community.
Yeah, the classes really help me because I feel more comfortable when I need to talk with people. And sometimes in the class we study about situations during the day, how to call for appointments, or how to be able to express how we're feeling or about the day. So the class really helped me for a lot of situations.
ESL classes are only one of the many programs that aid the growing Latino community in Morris. JaneAddams, unlike ESL, which is strictly an educational program, offers an opportunity for Latinos to not only engage socially with each other, but also UMM students, letting them work on their English skills and learn about the U.S. culture.
And it also just makes these people feel a lot more welcome. And in terms of funding, I think more money could help us do more projects like art type things, or going on more field trips, going to the dairy and seeing what they do, or taking them on like cultural excursion type things to really get a sense of the place that they're living in.
As a part of the internship group on, through JaneAddams, what we really try and do is plan and organize the meetings and also integrate both culture and conversation into each and every one of our meetings to help promote a better understanding.
I think it's really important just to know how much the program has affected people. I've had so many people come up to me and just say, like, it means so much that you want to know me, that you want to know my story. And like, it often seems like JaneAddams doesn't do that much. We get together once a week and just talk, which doesn't seem that significant compared to groups who are doing, I guess, more like political things. But if you look at the relationships that have been built and how much it means to these people that they're being accepted as part of a community on a really human level, I think that that matters a lot.
My friend, she said that I should join this club because it would make a huge difference, and I came to Morris wanting to make a difference because I love community service, and I thought this would be the great way to do it because I love speaking Spanish and I love spreading cultural awareness. So.
I love Jane. I really like how I have formed stronger relationships with those in the community, and I really value those friendships that I have created, which I wouldn't have otherwise created if I had just stayed on campus. I do like the fact that I am learning more about the Hispanic culture, and I value that information, and I value the added strength that gives me to my Spanish speaking ability.
Leaders had graduated to kind of keep the program going. So now that we do have kind of this growing program, one of my roles as the Office of Community Engagement Coordinator is to make sure that we do pre and post testing for our ESL students. Another role is recruiting volunteers, making sure that we get a good, solid number of volunteers for every single level, every single class. And of course, each year students progress to the next level, and so there's a need for additional levels that we play. We fund the program, so we make sure that there's enough funding to pay for supplies and materials and those kinds of institutional.
Morris is a great town with a great community, and involving the newcomers makes everyone stronger.